felt like one of those nights where you guys just couldn't really get anything going all night. Do you almost feel fortunate to at least manage to get a point out of here?
It was a hard-fought point, but I don't think we had our best. It was just one of those nights where it was a struggle. And but I give our players credit. I thought we competed hard. We just scratched and clawed to try to find a way to get a point. We got a point out of it. We got to take the positives and move on.
How do you assess Casey's performance?
I thought he was solid. You know, he made some big saves for us. You know, on the penalty kill, he made a couple of real good ones. He was pretty solid for us all night.
Mike, when you call a timeout late and you need a goal on the power play, what's the benefit of having a guy like Todd Reardon who can draw something up creative like that?
He's great. You know, he does a great job with our power play. You know, they're always very well prepared, and they've got a number of different looks off the face-offs that they run. I thought it was a great look tonight. Obviously, it was a huge goal for us. But I think he does a terrific job with our power play.
This isn't necessarily specific to tonight's game, but I know how strongly you and the coaching staff feel about what John Marino can do for you. What do you want to see from him? What's his next level? Because he could be such a big part of this, right?
For sure he can. You know, I think he's playing top 4 minutes for us. He's for me, I think John's best strength is his defensive capabilities, using his size, his strength, his mobility, his reach to defend well. And when he defends, he can create offense off his defense. He's adding an offensive element to his game, but I think his core strength is his ability to defend. You know, killing penalties has become a part of that. We've got him involved with that from the start of training camp this year. He's improved, I think, dramatically on the penalty kill, and so. But I think that's the game that he needs to bring for us consistently. I think John's played pretty solid hockey for us over the last month or so.
Is Buffalo playing a little better than the record indicates right now?
Well, their record's pretty good as of late. They've won 5 out of the last 6. You know, they got a lot of skill. They've got a lot of skill. They got a lot of young talent. They're playing with a free spirit, you know, and those, you know, those types of teams, they're hard to play against at this time of year. And, you know, give them credit. They played hard tonight. And, you know, for whatever reason, for us, it was a bit of a struggle. You know, when you play 82 games, some nights you don't have your best. You know, I think those are the nights when you got to simplify the game. You got to try to manage the game. You got to put pucks deep, and you got to go to work. And I thought we competed hard for the point we got.
Mike, you go to the Garden Friday night. I know it's 1 of 82, but is it a little different given that this very well could be a team that you face in the first round, maybe a battle for home ice?
Well, we're well aware of where we are in the standings and where they are in the standings. I think our players understand it. We certainly understand it. Those are always exciting games to be a part of, especially this time of year. And you know, the runway's getting short, and that's when everybody tends to watch the standings. And it's the best time of year. It's fun to play at this time of year. There's a lot at stake for both teams each and every night. It's just a fun time of year to be a part of this. So you know, we'll get our rest. We'll try to put our best team on the ice, or our best game on the ice, the next one against the Rangers.
Can you lean on Teddy? He's been out there a lot in shorthanded situations. Doesn't look like it's an accident. It happened last night too.
Yeah, no, Teddy's one of our better penalty killers. You know, he just does such a great job, and he takes so much pride in it. And he's been really good for us in that regard. He's a big part of why the penalty kill is where it's at this year. We're going to rely on him moving forward. We always put him in tough positions. We put him in defensive zone starts on the penalty kill, 5-on-5. He's playing against our opponents' top players a lot of times in those circumstances. But you know, he gets it done for us. He prides himself on that aspect of his game. We're going to continue to rely on him moving forward.
Two games, small sample size. Just what have you learned about Rickard Rakell, and what did you think about the minutes he played alongside Crosby tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. You know, in a lot of ways, I felt like I anticipated this one being a tougher one for him than last night. You know, when you think about it, he's traveling across the continent. He's on a red eye. He didn't get much sleep. Last night, he's playing on adrenaline. You know, he's playing at home in Pittsburgh. It's his first time with this team. He's meeting his teammates. He's excited about the new environment, the opportunity in front of him. And so there's a lot of adrenaline, and that's been my experience of coaching players and going through it myself. You know, this night was, I think, is when the grind sets in, and physically it's when you're playing back to back, and with all that travel and not a whole lot of sleep. This one, I think, is an even a more difficult challenge for him, and that's what we anticipated anyway. I thought he competed hard. You know, we had some good shifts with Sid's line. We tried him up there a handful of times. I moved him around to see where he might fit, and you know, I thought he was really good in the overtime. He had a couple of real good opportunities in the overtime. I think you can see his speed, his skill level in that environment. We're excited to have him. I think I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting him more involved here as we move forward.